Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Dejon, and today I wanted to ask you guys, what is it that you do when you are hurt by somebody really bad? What do you do um, how do you cope? What do you do? And the reason I'm asking you this is because I was recently asked this question, and it's been a long time for myself since I have allowed someone to hurt me deeply. Not to say that I couldn't be hurt. I just navigate through the pain and the thoughts and the whole algorithm a little bit differently. So when I was asked this question, I couldn't really think of anything that would be after my transition of beating depression. I couldn't think of any situation in which someone hurt me really, really bad. And so since I didn't have any responses or a response, I asked them to tell me what they did so I can get a feel of what an answer kind of will be when you are asked this question. So I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the person talk about their answer, and man, it was so beautiful. I know that might sound weird, but the reason why I say it was so beautiful is because in that moment, I knew that we inherently loved ourselves. And the reason I say that is because you see, it's probably when you first experience pain or hurt, your brain starts to do this thing in which it tries to protect you from hurt. And then, as we get older, the ways that we protect ourselves change, we strengthen them, we do all sorts of things. We place more restrictions and barriers, but I realized through her asking me or telling me this, I realized that through all that effort and work and energy we put into protecting ourselves, I realized that you wouldn't do that for somebody you didn't care about. I realized that through all of that, we love ourselves tremendously, and it's something that we do not see. We care about ourselves a lot, so much so that we do all of this to make sure we don't get hurt. And when I learned that, I felt this sense of I was like, I have to tell people that you love yourself. You might not see it, but it's there. The love is there, and it's buried way, way, way deep. And it was just like, oh man, how do I explain it? And in the moment, it was just like these little things were just exploding in my mind. It was amazing to see how much people really love themselves. I just was like, it started to make me think about when I was a child. What did I do to make sure I wouldn't feel any of the pain or the hurt? And even now, the ways I navigate through it is basically because I care about myself. It's just, we have tremendous amounts of self-love, and I really needed to get that out to you guys. So I hope that you can see the amount of self-love you have within yourself, the amount of love you have for yourself, just by the way that you decided to protect yourself. And that's also going to be another video as well, because how we it's weird. So we do all of this stuff to protect ourselves. We do all of these things to ensure that we don't get hurt and whatnot. But then when we start dealing with other people, we tend to neglect ourselves. And that's something that I'm trying to discover right now, is we have all of this self-love for ourselves. And it's apparent, it can be seen by anyone. if you're willing to see it. But then at some point, even though we have this self-love, when we start to deal with other people or other things, it tends to get real wishy-washy. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to figure out, trying to discover, trying to see, why is that? We have all this self-love, and then we end up putting ourselves in situations and this, that, and the third. Is it because we neglect ourselves? Is it because after we do all of this, now we want to make someone else love and feel okay, so we tend to neglect ourselves? I don't know yet, but I want to investigate it, and I want to explore it. And when I figure it out, I will let you guys know. But until then, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want you guys to comment down below, what is it that you do when someone hurts you really bad? What do you do? How do you deal with it when someone hurts you, or you get hurt really bad? How do you cope? How do you deal with it? What do you do? What do you do to protect yourself? How do you love yourself? Comment that down below. Share this video, like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Love you.